So this journal is not yet finished, but it doesn't matter. It was a diary, an old diary, or last year's diary, and I stuck a nice sticker on the front there because it had the date on it there, so 2023. And oh look, 2022 to 2023, it was a academic diary. And I mean, look how big it is already, and it's not finished. And I love the fact that it's got this string because that then closes it off. So it keeps some of the bits and pieces in it, although lots of things probably fell out of it. So let's have a look. At the cathedral, I picked up this leaflet, and I just thought that, I mean, I actually saw this statue and I thought it's absolutely beautiful. And it's celebrating a sculpture, and it's, yeah, I just thought it was beautiful. It's called Jacob and the Angel from the Tate in Britain. The exhibition explores the themes of reconciliation and our own humanity. And they were doing talks and workshops and things like that. But anyway, I picked up the leaflet. So that's what junk journaling really is about. You pick up resources and ephemera, it's called, all over the place. So again, the date was on here again, and I put that sticker over. But I mean, you could hardly tell. And I put the date in there myself. I wrote that in because I want to know when I made this. So I've got curvy scissors that make a nice shape on pieces of paper. This is a napkin, just a plain napkin that I glued on there. A bit of wallpaper here. I love these. So this is a piece of, just a tag piece off a piece of cardboard. And then I just added little tiny bits of paper. And you can see it's from the diary anyway, to make little notes in there. And then there's half an envelope here to put it in. And I've used a stapler to staple that in. A flower from the wallpaper. And in this one, I've written little sayings because I've actually made this a relax and recharge activity I do at work. And it says there, when things flow, life feels light. And in this one, it says, I am learning the ways of love each day. So I found these little quotes in books. I thought they are really nice. We've got a paper doily here. We don't see many of them now. And I've stained it as well. And then on Facebook Market, I got about 50 French books. And some other plays as well. And look, you can see how brown that is naturally brown. So I've used them for junk journaling and for some of the workshops that I do. So this is just this is actually a piece of wallpaper as well, and I've just like made the edges a bit darker. And you can actually see, look, you can see that it was a diary. But that's fine. Again, there's a little bit more from the cathedral, a piece of book, and this was darkened with some tea bags, stickers, a piece of ribbon on the wallpaper, and then more. This is like wrapping paper. It's really thin wrapping paper, and that's put over the leaflet that came from the cathedral again. And this also is from the cathedral. And I think one of her sayings was, teach me, be brave, bring peace, be with me. Gardening magazine, you'll recognise that from a gardening magazine. And again, another piece from the cathedral. I did go to a couple of cathedrals, and they were showing the world and the planets in there, and I went to see them. So that's a nice memory from that. And just little pictures that I found that are interesting. I'm not actually quite sure what that is, but I like the silhouettes and the background and all the architecture in that picture. Again, beautiful flowers inside of an envelope. And there's some washi tape here on the bottom of little jars. This is one of those pictures that one of those books, it's a bit like a mosaic, and you pick all the pictures out. And I thought that looks lovely over the writing. This diary also had the years of the month. Years of the month? the months on the tags. So I made, all of them have got new tabs or new tags or tabs. So yeah, and then I coloured in a couple of these. So I might colour the rest in, I don't know. And that's the thing about the junk journals, is you can go back and forth and they are tactile. This was and I kept the page for whoever the book belonged to. They wrote something on it and they wrote the date. I used all of these pages to make a sort of pull out, if it will pull out, yeah, it will pull out pages, and the book was £1.50, but you can see how dark the pages were without me adding to it. And that sits down like that. There's a bit of fabric there. In fact, I think in this next page that is actually sewn on the sewing machine. So it's all scraps, all little tiny scraps, even little tiny ones there. And then I've done some embroidery stitches on the top. Just playing about, just experimenting. Some wrapping paper there. This is some black tissue paper, and I thought that's quite authentic, and to put that on there, and sort of makes a nice silhouette behind some of these pictures. Again, the tag is covered in, or the tab covered in a book page. And then there's some nice like black and white pictures here. A true sense of purpose, kindness and strength. And then some stickers here, butterfly stickers, and a doily. So in this page here is the other end of that pocket that we saw at the beginning, with a little bow on and a little tag just with some ribbon there. Some images from the war. So these would have been posters that would have been up during the war, and then some images and like off leaflets. These are off leaflets and magazines that I've picked up on my travels. Wrapping paper again, I obviously love that one there, and this is just wallpaper, and it's just text. Got a nice texture to it, which is really nice. This is on the background here is a guest check-in printable, and then I've got some stickers on here, suitcase, and I thought this is sort of like a travelling page. Although this says washing machine repairs, and again I found this on in a magazine, a map actually. It was an old map that I found, and I stained it, tea bagged it, and then I've put it on a nice border there. And then this is also a map, and it's a shiny paper, so once I folded it, I darkened it as well to make it look a bit more vintage. And of course, look, these have got, there's that pocket there, there's a pocket there, and there's a pocket there. So you've got 3 pockets there, or 3 places to put more ephemera. Napkin here, and then there's it's actually somebody in the background there. It's a sort of vintage soldier, but I wanted to cover the gun, and just left the colours for the bottom. And of course underneath there I can see things that I've written, like I've gone to see somebody in Leicester there. This was a little flower, but it got a little bit crushed, but again it's just all some French paper all folded in to make a flower. And again some more of that mosaic paper off that mosaic book, and more printables and more real paper, real book paper. Again book paper again, and this was used probably for that flower. Maybe it was used for that flower, and I thought, oh, that's nice. Christmas cards sometimes have some lovely writing in, Christmas or birthday cards, and I cut that out and then darkened it and just put the corner of another pretty piece of paper. Stamps, old stamps, great for junk journaling, and that's another tag. And I love this because I remember singing this. I saw 3 ships come sailing by on Christmas Day in the morning. I probably can sing it better when I'm not recording it. Again, a napkin over some French paper. Another little pocket with stamps, and then a little bag of stamps there. I just thought that's a lovely little cute bag. This is a new thing I've been making as well. So it's got some ribbon and some string, and all these little scraps have just been glued down onto that paper clip, and then that paper clip sits in there like that. The other part of that picture where the soldier was, a stamp covered in some tissue paper, and I thought this is a very nice, I don't know what type of bird it is, but I love the paper because you can see that the paper is all fraying because it's good quality paper. Bit of napkin there, a wallpaper, that's a wallpaper page, and a little sticker there, and some vintage lace that I've used there because it always looks lovely. Vintage lace, it's all pleated. So somebody, and I don't know what this says, I can't remember, maybe it says happiness or something like that, but they made me a bookmark, and I thought that's beautiful. And again, that's another piece of paper that I've used to do some stamping and kept it, and this is part of a poster that I've made, that belly band, so that sits in there. So you have loads of nice memories as well when you're making these and you go back to them. Bit of a calendar there, and this here is just a piece of paper I found with somebody's writing on it, and I thought, you know, that's really nice. It says lab coats wash and dry for £427. 171 lab coats went to be washed, dried, ironed and folded, and it cost £427. So I found that and I added that in there. Again, another one of these big paper clips, and on this one I have this little pad that I made of just paper to make some notes. Just pull that out of the way because there's quite a lot going on this page. This is out of like a little tiny thesaurus, an old stamp there, there's a piece of napkin, there's a piece of card under there, wallpaper here, a little tag there. There's loads going on this page. Very busy page, and then that little pad sits like that. On this page here, we've got some tissue paper, maybe wrapping paper. Again, bits of a recipe. Another book under here which I've stamped, and then another stamp there, and two little sticky pearls. On the next page, so again the tag is covered in a napkin. I've got a recipe, I've got a little bit of that French book. I've left the things to do because I thought this is something that, you know, anybody could write on as well. And some, again, lots of different, a collage of different papers here, because a napkin, a piece of soft card, and then this lovely, looks like leaf shape, a napkin there, which has actually got a little punch pattern out of it, and then 1900s cowboy. And then on the next page, there's a bit of a cartoon in there, and then a recipe, a bit of that laundrette that was washing those lab coats there, and I just like, you know, the word dishy, and then the butterflies. I don't know if there's anything in this. That'll be a surprise. Yes, there is. It's a little envelope. You can buy these in the range. See if I can get this out without ruining it. Oh, just some little bits of paper. Oh, I like this paper, and that's why I kept it. Maybe I'll put some card in it, but it's sort of, I liked all the colours on that. So that went in there. And then you close that over and do like a figure of 8 on the top. And then the next page. So obviously this is out of the recipe book, and you can tell just I haven't done anything with this at all, and you can just tell how dark the paper is. It's a really old book, because I do feel, you know, books are very, very precious, but if they're out of date, then, you know, at least they're getting used, not burnt or put in landfill. So this is from a gardening magazine. And then a bit of wrapping paper there, and I've made this little, I have a hole punch that cuts out little girls. These are little girls they've got dresses on, little girls, and then I've got one for little boys. So I cut that all out there and put it on top of some orange paper, and I feel that all works together. How lovely is that? All of those lovely pastel shades. There's some washi tape across there, and then this has got some buttons on, but again it's all paper. I love this piece of paper here, and I don't know, it's just sitting in there randomly. Maybe it was to go in a pocket, or maybe it's to go in. Like I said, this book isn't finished. So I've stuck on some buttons here onto this. This is like a fabric, stick-on fabric. No, actually I think the buttons were already on there. And then out of the gardening magazine with a little bee there. And it's all being layered and collaged together. And then the next page, again, this is just paper with all these buttons on. There's the other part of that flower. Some old music paper here. And then these are stickers, and I coloured in, this was out of a book that was explaining how to make window dressing. And I coloured these in a little bit and then put them 2 stickers there. 2 girls standing there. What's nice about this is a good strong book, a good strong diary. So the moving to and fro of pages, it doesn't sort of like distort it. Because some I've made and then I've got halfway through and it's all falling out. Oh, so frustrating. So, oh, I wonder why that stuck. It was cool. So, quite a big envelope here. I'll take the tags out so you can see it. So, I've marked where the pockets are. And then there's another, is that another pocket? No, it's just the darkness of the paper. It's been stamped. There's some paper at the back there that I've coloured, and then a bit of the magazine from the gardening magazine. This was a closed tag, and this one here had buttons in it. So from Debenhams, haha. So there's a sticker on the top there. There's some stamps. See, the button was already there, so I thought that's so cute. And I've added a bit of string to that. There's a piece of fabric on there, and then there's a sticker. A train sticker, so that can go in there. And then this is a little pocket, and it opens, and I'm not sure what's in there. Let's have a look without tearing it. It does open like that. So it's just, there's one button left in there, and a picture of the bird, so that sits in there and it can go in there. So some nice pink, bright pink paper. I love this colour. I love really strong colours, and then I love pastel colours. And then that's a napkin at the back there. So when we're out in garden centres, you might pick up a nice pack of napkins and can use them for junk journaling. An envelope here. It's a window envelope. If I can get into it. There it is. Get in that way. Can I get in? Can I get in? There it is. Oh, just stuck a little bit. Okay. So in there, just a little napkin, a little piece of napkin. That card, I think, stuck down. Yeah, it's just, and then some printable paper there, and a piece out of the gardening magazine. Just some papers then, and the Taj Mahal, and a nice sticker on the top there. So when I was saying earlier about the big tags that I bought from the range, this is one of those, and I've covered over with some piece of card from a book, and then that's just a lovely image of some cheese plants, which is quite significant because my mum gave away 3 cheese plants to family members, and they will be kept in the family for a long time. A little wooden butterfly there, and I think I coloured him in. I don't think he had any colour, and there's a number 2. And again, this is wallpaper, and it's lovely. It's quite rough. A little button there where the tag is. Some like tissue paper that you get gifts wrapped up in. And then I actually did this little design here. I thought I could put little sayings in here. I haven't decided yet what to put in. And then that was just it was off a leaflet, and those bits there. But again, the leaflet had these plain pieces, and I cut them all up and used them. And I love this eye and all of these. I love the colours. And then I've got lots of daily planners that I've used, and you know, you can just, and that's great to use when you want to use it as a journal. You could write things in there. On this page, quite a busy page, we've got the paper bag from Ireland, because I went on a trip to Ireland. I kept the paper bag, button, and of course our buttons don't come like this anymore. This is an old button tag, if you like, and then some wrapping paper. A Christmas card that I made, I painted that myself, and then a little covered button at the top. So under here, just to start off at the top here, I've glued a piece of tartan ribbon at the top there. And this is just a collage of different prints and papers, just sort of set on that page. It says there, "You're in my heart." These are lovely, this. And of course, they're out of magazines. Out of craft magazines, these are actually. And again, I've just patched up all the different pieces that I had left for them 2 pages. And then the book is, like I said, it's still not finished, so I will carry on. Oh, there's a page there done, but I'll carry on. A couple of pages there done. Obviously, maybe those pages were stuck together. Look at this beautiful big tag here that I've made, and you know, just using whatever I can find. Little stickers, and it's got a peg on it. Oh, this is from somebody that I met in Leicester, Lucky Peg number 7, and happiness is the new rich and kindness is the new cool. I thought that's got to go in my junk journal. Receipts and all sorts have gone in the back of here, and that's my junk journal that I'm currently working on and hope to finish.